Hi, this is Liz Ruggles for DS Math. So, my original statement was, can I make a boba tea shop that would thrive in Olathe? Originally, the statement was Johnson County, but I changed it to Olathe due to lack of knowledge of most of the Johnson County area, but I did have some pretty good basis of what foot traffic would look like in Olathe. Here are 4 competitors that I looked into. 3 of these competitors, Kung Fu Tea, Fat Bee, and Ari's Delights. They are boba tea shop owners. Kung Fu Tea is nationally known. They have many franchises throughout the US. And for instance, Ari's Delights is more locally known. They are stationed near the Johnson County Community College. Starbucks is obviously a competitor due to the fact that any consumers that walk through my metaphorical doors would also enjoy the consumption of Starbucks drinks and enjoy the convenience of it as well. So, looking into each one of these competitors, I found their strengths, their weaknesses, and any opportunities of holes they had in theirs. And I tried to compile a list of which I used that list to then create my company, Kaz's Joy. Kaz's Joy would be stationed near 119th Street for the foot traffic of it, and I would be directly competing with the Starbucks franchise near there. Next would be my menu. My menu compiles of coffee, teas, and slushes. So for the coffee drinks, there are 4 coffee drinks, there are 6 tea drinks, and there are 6 slushy drinks. So part of what I did was a lot of boba tea shops only mainly sell milk teas. So I tried to broaden that with the slushies and coffees. The slushies would be more like a smoothie, but icier because we use more ice than milk. Um, Coffees was the really interesting part because it's a boba tea shop, so you wouldn't expect there to be as many coffee options as there are. But I find that people who don't like tea prefer coffee, or they don't like tea or coffee and prefer slushies. So that's why this is here. Obviously, there's an add-ins portion at the bottom of the menu, so people can customize it to their own choosing, and therefore it can be more consumer friendly. So here is a collage in which I made at the very beginning on Pinterest. This is kind of the ambiance I wanted created with Kaz's Joy, like exposed brick and very little painting, as well as all the chairs would be different, and I wanted it to have a very study-friendly vibe. I did go into the Sims world and created Kaz's Joy from the ground up. This was very useful due to the fact that I could track how much I was spending with simoleons, and I can convert that to American US dollars. So as you can see, there's the ground floor over here, and it would have these stairs up here to the loftish area. This loft area would be more quiet than anything else. These stairs that go down is more storage room, and I didn't feel the need to show that. Now you can see that I created the fully furnished one, so all the chairs are mismatched and that they have the rightful home wherever we see fit. So you could even bring chairs somewhere else and it would be fine. If you go upstairs, you can see that there is a study room where you could do group projects and cram together. As you can see, I went into Maya and I created a 3D model of Kaz's Joy. This was incredibly difficult due to the fact pillars were very glitchy. I didn't add any textures, but what I really used for inspiration was the Pinterest board I had originally shown. That's where a lot of the furniture came from. And as you can see, this top area is for studying and the bottom area is for really chilling out. None of this would have been possible without my friend in the ecoms class at ONW. Thank you so much for your help on showing me what to do. And now we'll head back to a Google Sheets. So if we move into my Google Sheets right now, you can see the net income I've calculated. So I decided that through the summer, it would be higher increase in profit because more people would buy my drinks, but in the winter we would see a slight decrease in profits because not as many people want cold drinks in the cold. But here are the normal weeks that I calculated. I put through the parameters I used into a random number generator, and then I calculated how much I would make off of each drink. And then as you can see, I did the same with the summer drinks, except I make more profit off of those and I make less profit off these winter drinks, and I created this net income. But if we move to the expenses, you can see I calculated for a lot of things like training fees and equipment and all that stuff. If it was a lump sum, I created a month-to-month basis of paying off all this stuff. As agreed, I created bi-monthly because I felt that that would be better. For some things, though, like loans, I went for monthly so that I could be out of loan debt for interest rates within 2 years, so it could become more profitable. If we go to the workers' salaries, I have three part-time workers, so that means that they don't work more than 40 hours and they get paid 8.50 an hour. Once again, is they have to work a minimum of 4 hours a week, and bi-weekly they have to work a minimum of 8 hours and no more than 40 hours bi-weekly. So I put it all into a number generator. Now I do realize that people would work a normal set of hours throughout their working experience, but I did not want to appear biased. So I just put it all into a random number generator, and I calculated it, and I put in workers' taxes that they would have to pay so that they could have their net pay. I also at the very bottom have the owners and how much that they would make. We obviously work a lot, but we're not paid a lot due to the fact that we have to remain profitable. And taking these, I also have the payroll taxes at the end. So that's including the Social Security tax, Medicare tax, state unemployment tax, federal unemployment tax, and that would create my tax expense. Using all these expenses that I've just shown you, you can create the week by week income. So using all of this, like I said, at the end of the month, I paid a lot of lump sums. And as you can see, we don't make money at the very beginning, but towards the summer, we do make more money because our profits do increase. But during the winter, it really hits us hard. So we go back to the negative dollars. And by year's end, we still are not profitable. But I had predicted that in 2.5 years, we would become very profitable due to the fact that a lot of our stuff was paid off. So this is Kaz's Joy.